Coco here, and today we're going to start with 60 minutes gentle flow class. So we're just going to finding your comfortable sitting, cross-legged position, and have your palms here turned up towards the ceiling. And start to rolling the shoulders towards the ears as you inhale. Hold here for a moment, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotating the shoulders all the way back and down. And 2 more rounds here. Inhale, rolling upward towards the ears. Exhale, back and down. 1 more round here. Beautiful, and just gently releasing the shoulders all the way downward, and start to close down the eyes if you haven't already. And taking a few rounds of your breath here, sending your self-awareness back to your prana, to your life force. Noticing how the breath entering into your belly, your diaphragm, and sensing how the breath releases through the back of your body. Soften the facial muscles, the jaw, resting the tongue behind the front teeth. And just allowing a moment of silence here together to return to your presence. Gently placing the hands back to the heart center in prayer mudra, connecting each fingertips together in front of your heart. And from here, we're gently raising the arms upwards. You inhale, reaching up high. Keep your palms together. Exhale, bringing the palms extended to the side, palm face up. And just hold here for a moment. Allow the shoulders again to roll back, opening the palms towards the ceiling. Tailbones rooting down towards the earth. And finding your internal gazing here back to the center of your eyebrows. Sensing this opening of the shoulders, opening the heart. And also paying attention to the energy field above your left palm. That refers to our feminine side. Sensing the energy, warmth, above your right palm, refers to the masculine side. Bring these 2 palms back to the center again, prayer mudra. Inhale, reaching up high, lengthen the spine. Exhale, opening to the side. Again, turn the palms up, resting. Find your awareness here to the left side and the right side. Perhaps a gentle tingling, warmth. Back again to prayer. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, turning to the side. Hold the 2 palms. Back to the center. 2 more rounds here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extend the palms to the side. And finding the balance in between as well. Back to the center. Prayer. 1 more round. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale to the side. Hold for a moment. Lengthen the spine. Pull the belly in. Beautiful. And exhale, release back to the center to prayer. And from here, inhale, reaching the arms up high again, inhale. On your exhalation, we're going to twist over to the right side. Drop your left palm onto your right knee, and right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, press onto the fingertips, lengthen the spine, lift your heart center. Exhale, gentle twist over, we're going to gaze onto the right shoulder. See if we can soften the left shoulder a bit more here to let go of the pressure, stress. Beautiful. Returning palms together in prayer. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, gently twist over to the left side, allowing the fingertips behind you here, press under. Inhale, lifting the heart center. Exhale, twist over left side. Again, soften the right shoulder blades, release the stress. Wonderful, and gently untwist, come back to the center. In a moment, we're going to come up to tabletop. So finding your tabletop all fours position, and bring your palms, spread the fingertips really wide, and opening the knees shoulder width apart. So first round, we're going to tuck the toes under, finding a nice straight toes as you press down to the earth, shifting your shoulder forward a little bit more above the wrist. Okay, as we come to tabletop, inhale and extending the spine, drop the heart down and lift the throat, lift the chin. Finding your cat stretch. Exhale, bring the chin in, round the back, tailbone folding in. Inhale again to find a nice opening, standing onto your spine, melt the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, chin tucking, round the back, tailbone fold. Beautiful, inhale, extension. Melt the heart down fully and opening onto the throat here as you lift the chin up. Exhale, chin tucking, round the back. Allow the crown here just to fall. 2 more rounds here to find your pace. One more 4 rounds. Wonderful. As we come back to tabletop, let go and release your toes. And we're going to place your left palm to the center of your mat, starting to swing your right arm up high to the right side. Inhale, opening onto the ceiling, fingertips opening. On your exhalation, we're going to bring your right arm, shuffling down onto thread and needle, drop your right shoulder blade, and drop your right ear. And start to walking your left hand forward to a nice long extension onto your fingertips. Gazing onto the left side, drawing your right shoulder downward towards the earth. Breathe in and out. Variation 2, let go of your left hand. Start to bring your left hand binding behind your right hip. And gently opening your left shoulder towards the ceiling a bit higher. Shifting your weight onto your right side. Maybe your ear, maybe your right shoulder. Again, taking one full breath here. Equal breath. And gently inviting your left palm press down to the earth. As your right arm rise, inhale, opening the fingertips towards the ceiling, gazing up. Good, exhale, release, back to the center. Now place your right palm to the center of the mat, spread the fingertips wide. Swaying your left hand all the way upward towards the ceiling. Hold here for a moment, shaking the fingertips on top. Good, on your exhalation, we're going to swing down to drop your left shoulder, extending your left arm, resting onto your left ear. If this is comfortable, rest here. Variation 2, start to release your right hand, looking forward onto your fingertips. Beautiful. Inviting more capacity to breathe in and stress under onto your left shoulder blade. Variation 2, start to let go of your right hand, opening towards the ceiling, binding behind onto your left hip, and finding a little space here to opening the right shoulder towards the ceiling, maybe shifting your weight onto the back of your ear, maybe onto the left side of the shoulder. Breathe in and out. Wonderful, and gently inviting your right arm. Release, press down to the earth, supporting yourself to come back up. One more swing, left arm reach up high. Exhale back to the center. Good, I'm going to walk your arms away. And just take a moment here to find the tucking toes, dropping your hip back down onto the heels, and just finding this active child's pose here for a moment. lengthening the elbows if you can and dropping your forehead down, either to a block or maybe onto the floor if there's a space for you. Again, we're going to lifting your hip up again and stress onto your toes, spread the toes wide, and exhale, drop your hip back and down, extending the arms. Breath in, breath out through the center of your belly. Finding this nice extension of the elbows, how it's affecting from the fingertips all the way upward towards your shoulders. And how does this position help you to really find that long stretch of the spine? Perhaps slightly tingling, sensation of the toes. One more full breath here. Wonderful. Gently rise back up, walking your palms back to the center, lifting your heels up high, and just giving a gentle swaying side to side from the toes to the hips, spine, the shoulders. And finally, finding a little circle or swaying onto your neck. Taking a couple more rounds here to find that expression of your body that is fluid, that's not rigid. Beautiful. And gently let go and release your heels. Walking your palms away to top of your mat, spread your fingertips wide. So taking the palms onto your index finger and press that space onto the earth. Now we're going to tuck in your toes under and gently to lift your tailbone up high towards the ceiling, finding the first downward facing dog. As we come up to the space, adjusting the distance of your heels, shoulder width apart, palms checking in, each fingertips pressed down firmly. Elbow turning in under next to your ears, your chest. Good. And gently we're going to bending the knees side to side, just to finding a gentle movement, walking the dog. Wonderful. And finding a nice stillness here, starting to lengthening the heels, bend the knees, walking your hands onto your fingertips or your palms. We're going to walk back all the way to your feet. Good. As you are here, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Hands could be on the floor, maybe onto your shin. Exhale, draw your belly in, forward fold. Let go of your head, a little swaying side to side. Find a gentle movement here. Shoulder swaying. Perhaps keep your knees bended. Good. Again, finding your hands either onto your fingertips or onto your shin. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the chin forward. Lift your heart center. Exhale, ground the heels, forward fold. Drop the chin in the head. A little movement forward and back, side to side swing. One more last time. Inhale, finding a nice long spine, halfway lift. Belly tuck in to the back of your spine. Exhale, ground the heels, forward fold. Beautiful. We're gently bringing your hands, finding behind your calf muscles, maybe finding your hands onto your elbows. And close your heels as necessary to bring that space. Okay, so inhale, lifting your chest, gaze forward. Exhale, either bend the knees or lengthening, strengthening your legs. We're going to bring your nose towards your knee, gazing towards the back space. Just allowing a couple breaths here, creating the space to bring the belly in towards the back of your spine. Wonderful. And from here, gently let go of your hands, walking your fingertips slowly towards the top of your mat, returning. This time we're going to find in a plank position. So starting to shifting your shoulders forward, hip forward. If you find your hips slightly higher, just gently to tuck the belly in and shift forward a little bit more. Draw your hip back and down. Good, as you're ready, we're gonna bring your toes, press down, and we're gonna leave your chest all the way towards the floor. Come up to downward facing dog. Good, inhale, shift forward, finding high plank. Shoulders above the wrist. And press your hip back and down a bit more towards the floor. Good, exhale onto your toes. Lift the tailbone back, downward facing dog. Wonderful, inhale, returning forward. Finding the position in stillness, high plank. Belly tuck in. Exhale, tuck the toes down, lift the tailbone back. Good. For the next 2 rounds here, just finding a gentle movement if that feels good for you as you come down to high plank. Maybe you can slightly swing side to side, gazing towards the back of the shoulder. On your exhalation, finding downward facing dog. Again, you can find gentle movement along the hips, neck, shoulders. Taking one more round here, finding your pace, high plank. Playing around with your body, with your bending knees. We'll meet together as you return into exhalation, downward facing dog. Wonderful. And from here, we'll gently shift forward again to high plank. Drop the both knees down towards the floor. Bending the elbows, tap your heart down towards the earth. And just resting here for a moment, bring your elbows inward, resting onto your chin. Good, it's time to slide forward onto your belly. Release and tuck your toes. Press your palms to the side, turning your palms onto the side. And with your fingertips pressing down, inhale, gonna reach up. Lifting your heart center to a degree that feels right for you. Exhale, drop your chest down. Bring your palms back next to your rib cage. Tuck the toes. Gently to lift up. Child's pose and resting in bounty, active child's pose. Good, inhale, returning to tabletop. Press the palms down, toes tucked under, downward facing dog as you exhale. Returning. Wonderful. Again, finding the position here, return to your breath. Most importantly, finding your breath with you. And we're going to shifting forward to high plank. Exhale, drop the knees, finding the nice, dropping the heart center. Inhale, slide forward, turning the palms to the side, and lift up as you lift the heart center. Exhale, drop the belly down, palms back onto the floor, tuck the toes. Bounty child's pose to find the active extension of the spine. Good, returning to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, press the palms down. Downward facing dog as you exhale. We're taking one final round here, finding high plank position. Drop the knees down, bend the elbows, and surrendering, tap up your heart down towards the earth. As you inhale, slide forward onto your belly. Let go of your heels, and we're going to bring your palms to the side and lift up slightly higher this time. Good, and see if you can draw your shoulders all the way back, opening your chin forward, finding a nice strong back. Still breathing in, breathing out. Exhale, draw the belly button down. Press the palms next to your rib cage, tap the toes, and lift up to downward facing dog. Exhale. Wonderful. And from here, we're going to gently bend the knees, look forward. And slowly to tippy toes, walk forward to top of your mat. As we come to the top of the mat here, heels join together, halfway lift, finding your hands onto your shin or maybe onto the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Extension, gazing forward. Exhale, round the heels, forward fold. One more round here, opening the chin, extending the spine. Exhale, bow forward. As we return this time, bend the knees, swing the arms up high, opening the arms towards the ceiling, palms together. Exhale, return to the heart center. Good, and gently release the hands. So finding the top of your mat here in position, you're standing. Finding the shoulders here rolling upward, exhale back. A couple more rounds. Release the shoulder blades. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves to a gentle bending to a banana shape. So allow you to bring your heels together now. As you bring them to the center of your mat, placing your right palm onto your right thigh and left arm stretch up high as you're grabbing a rope above the crown. Good. As you exhale, ground the left heel down to root down. We're going to gently bend onto the right side. Gazing onto the front of your chest. Wonderful. And gently release. Come back to the center. This time changing direction. Bring your left hand to the left. Right arm grabbing onto the rope above the crown. And exhale, we're going to gently bending to the left side. And then come back to the center. Okay, so we're going to come to the center of the mat. And for the next posture here, we'll be working on to a little bit of energy cleansing. So we're going to balancing onto the left foot. And finding yourself in the center of your mat and bringing your toes down one at a time as you spread them. As you're grounding down, just find a little balance forward as you lift your right heel. And you can start to play around here as you're grounding onto your left foot. Maybe finding easier with your hands, onto your body, your hips, or maybe onto the prayer. And just finding a gentle movement here as you swing the right heel forward and back. Okay, so finding your balance, and now we're going to start to find stillness for a moment. Ground your left foot down, lifting your right knee, and then gently just opening to the side. And keep the center of your chest facing to the front. So you might find the beginning slightly out of balance. And see if you can find that one pointers where you are gazing onto. Could be on the floor, could be somewhere with the one pointers that you're staring at. And if you drop your focus, you just bring yourself, pick up again, back to your left foot. Right. Just a couple more rounds here to explore your balance. Wonderful, and gently let go, release your right foot down. And checking in, if you like to give yourself a little shake side to side. And finding the other side of balance. So spread the toes of your right heels and press down onto your middle of your foot and lifting your left foot forward and back. Again, you can just play around here with forward and back. Or right away you like to opening your left knee to the side. Just keep the center of your chest facing forward so your hip is not tilting. This is a nice warm up here to feeling into the side of your body, especially the hips. Maybe finding reverse direction again, if you're finding a little half circle. Good, and gently let go, release. So give yourself a little shake side to side, bring your arms, shaking side to side to the left and the right. And you can start to let go of your toes, if that feels easier, onto your heels, lifting. Or you can keep your knees bended and keep your feet on the ground and just start to swing side to side. Close down the eyes and just finding the movement here. Left, right, left, right. Good. And we're going to come back to the center of your standing. Bring your heels together. And again, finding the second focus onto your balance. So working onto your left foot, lifting your right knee. As you come to the center, see if you can lift higher a little bit more with your right knee. And then we can bring your both arms up as you inhale. Good. On your exhalation, step your right foot down, swing your arms down. Inhale from the left side, lifting up high, gazing forward. Exhale, foot step down, arm swing down. Inhale, right side as you lift up. Exhale, down together. Left arm, left knee up. Exhale, down together. So we're beginning with the slowly, just a bit slower movement. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. Good. Opening a bit higher with your arms, with your leg. And just keep rotating here onto the both sides. Alright, so each lifting is inhalation. Exhale is let go. And now finding a slightly, maybe a bit faster speed. Otherwise, you can keep your breath with you. Steady breath. Either have your eyes open or closed. Just like you to really sensing onto that lifting sensation during your inhalation. And as you exhale, let go of your foot while you let go of your arms. So this is a beautiful balancing practice to find a counterbalance. To counterbalance not just the physical body, but also the mental body. And noticing sometimes we might have this issue with our coordinations. And see if we can just paying attention. We have 10 more seconds here to find your final balance. If you like to speed up, finding the final 10 seconds here to speed up a bit faster. Wherever you are, we're finishing one final round and finishing through the left knee and drop your left foot down. Inhale, reaching your arms up high, opening towards your hands. Exhale, releasing to the side. Good, again, we're going to bring your arms reaching up high, bend the knees, all the way up, opening, clasp your hands. Exhale, arms release to the side. One more round, inhale, bend the knees, opening the arms up high. Reach up high, exhale, releasing to the side. One more last round. Inhale, opening to invite your arms to a full stretch. Exhale, release to the side. Good, wonderful. And then we're going to come to our sitting for a moment. So bringing yourself back down to your knees. And if the sitting position in Vijasana is comfortable for you, just find your seat. Otherwise, if you're at home, you have a block, maybe a book, please feel free to find a space underneath of your sit bone, on top of your heel. Otherwise, you can also place down in between the heels to sit down. All right? And just finding any prop that you may need in your house with a book or block. And as we sit down for a moment here, just allow your palms to turn up towards the ceiling, resting down comfortably. Checking the shoulders, rolling up, back and down. Lifting your heart center towards the ceiling. Eyes gently closed. Sensing your breath here for a moment. Beautiful. And bring your palms back into your knees. As you close the palms down, finding your seat that is rooted down towards your earth. Opening the eyes as you inhale, we're going to roll forward with your chest, extending forward, elbow turning back. On your exhalation, extending the elbows, tap your chin in towards your throat. Inhale forward, chest opening forward. Exhale, drawing your chin back and down. Good. And continuing a few more rounds here. One final round. Beautiful. And come back to the center. We're going to find your palms walking forward. And come up to your feet for a moment. So opening your toes, opening your heels. To a degree that feels right for you. And we're going to bring your palms back to your heart center. And using the elbow here to pushing your knees away. So we have space to pushing the elbow onto your knees and leave your heart center, lengthening the spine. Good. As we come to a goddess pose, just gently swaying side to side onto your heel, your knee. Again, if this is not available for you for this position, you can use a block or book to place down onto your seat. And just notice that your seat is comfortable for you without any compromise. A couple more rounds here to find a little gentle swaying. Okay, so we're going to find stillness, finding your goddess pose, squat position. Now start to extending your right arm all the way to the right side and pushing your right elbow onto your right knee so we can swing your left arm all the way onto the left side towards the sky. Opening onto your left side of your shoulder. Exhale, we're going to bring your left hand binding behind your back. Resting here as you're opening your left chest again towards the ceiling. Relax your neck, gazing onto the left side. Steady breath here for one more full breath. Beautiful, and gently unbinding your left palm, release your hands. And now changing direction, we're going to bring your left elbow pushing onto your left knee. Swing your right arm, opening towards the right side as you gaze up. And there might be a slightly of a resistance here onto your left elbow. Just sensing them, pushing that away. Now we can finding your right hand binding behind your back, opening your right shoulder towards the ceiling as you gaze towards the back space. Steady breath here, one more full breath into your twist. Beautiful, and gently unbinding your hands, come back to the center. Walking your hands away. Now we're going to drop your knees down, opening your knees wide, and joining your heels together, your toes together. And walking your hands back a little bit more to find the center. So from here, we're going to turn your palms, your fingertips towards your chest direction and start to bring your wrist down to a lion pose. So adjusting yourself, connecting your toes, opening your knees to the side. And as you press onto the wrist, just checking in if you spread your fingertips wide. Good, and I'm going to lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, grounding onto your seat. So we're going to practicing a few rounds of lion's breath here. As you inhale here, deep breathing through the nose. On your exhalation, stick your tongue out and breathe out through the mouth. Inhale, returning to your nose deeply. Exhale, release through your tongue. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale, tongue to your chin. 2 more rounds here. Beautiful. Close your mouth and returning, walking your hands gently. And then bring your knees together, finding Vijasana hero pose position, turning your palms up again, returning to your natural breath. Eyes soften or close. And just allowing the fluid in your throat here to swallow in a couple times. Beautiful. And now we're going to come back to the center, bring your palms forward, and finding tabletop. As we're finding tabletop this time, we're going to turn your fingertips towards your knee direction. And just using 3 to 5 rounds of cat stretch here. As you press the palms down, inhale, lift your heart, extending the spine, finding your cat stretch. Exhalation, bring your chin in, now the back tailbone folding in. Good, continuing here to find your place. Stress onto your fingertips, your wrist. Just finding a slightly different perspective, practice. Wonderful. When returning to tabletop, we're going to turn your palms to the side. So allow your fingertips to face to the side. Okay, and just a moment here to rest in Bring your shoulders forward, cross a little bit more stress onto the space above. Good, exhale, we're gonna lower your hip back and down. Sit onto your heels. And come back to the center. Good, and from here we're gonna bring your palms forward. Finding your normal position in tabletop. Inhale, stress forward a little bit more. Hanging here for a moment. Exhale, drop your hip back and down to your heels. Lengthening the elbows. Good, final round, so we return back to the center. We're going to bring your fingertips towards each other, opening them shoulder width apart. And see if you can start to lengthen the elbows a bit more without bending. Now inhaling forward, shoulders across. Exhale, lowering back and down. Keep your hands on the ground. Good, and back to the center. Wonderful, and now chain your palms forward, finding a normal tabletop position. So sit down onto your heels for a moment and just let go of your hands. And just keep your wrists nice, gentle into the rotation. And finding the other side as well. Okay, so we're going to come back to tabletop. So finding tabletop position here. And you know how to rise up here, so you press the palms down, tuck the toes down, and lifting your tailbone upward towards the sky, finding the downward facing dog. As we rise up back again, just returning to this revisit. Checking in the palms, the heels. Good, and we're going to raise your right foot all the way upward towards the sky as you're opening the heel. Good, and just hang here in three-legged dog position. Checking in your arms, your leg. Beautiful, and from here we're going to bend your right knee into your chest. Holding. And from here, sliding your right foot forward, crossing between the palms. Lower your back knee down for a moment, untuck your toes. And start to release your arms as you inhale, reaching up high. Good, on your exhalation, gentle back bending, shifting your chest upward as you lean back. Good, inhale, roll forward, connecting your palms to the earth. Tucking the back toes, lift the back knee, right foot step back. Finding yourself in high plank, drawing your hip back and down towards the earth. Good, on your exhalation, start to bending the elbows, finding your gentle push up down, chaturanga. Inhale, press your palms to the side or onto your fingertips, lifting the heart center. And just hang here for a little bit longer, drawing your shoulders back as you leave the heart center upward. Good, exhale, drop the belly down, connecting your palms to the earth, toes tuck. Rise up, downward facing dog to exhale fully. Wonderful, finding the full hands, your toes, in a square position, left foot reach up towards the sky. Opening the left foot towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. One more breath here. On your exhalation, bending your left knee towards the chest, holding in. And slide your left toes forward between the palms, and gently lift, just let go of your right knee. Let go of your heel, swing the arms up high, inhale, reach. On your exhalation, gently lean back, finding a gentle back bending. Beautiful, inhale, roll forward. Palms connecting with the earth. Tuck the toes and tuck your knee. Left step back. High plank. Again, belly tucking, lower your hip back down. When you're ready together, exhale, chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale, press the palms to the side and lift up the heart center. And just hang here a little bit longer, shoulder rolling back, lift your heart. Opening through the back of your body. Good, and exhale, drop the belly down. Press the palms next to your rib cage, tuck the toes under, rise up, exhale, downward facing dog. As we return, bringing your right foot upwards, you extend the right foot up.
Sending your right foot to the side of your left hip, gazing onto your chest. Beautiful. Inhale, extending your right foot. Exhale, bending your right knee, sending into the center of your chest, knee to chest. Again, inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bending into the center of your chest. Then sliding your toes forward in between the palms. This time we're going to come up to high lunge. So stack the back toes, grounding your right foot, and swing your both arms all the way up high. On your exhalation, gently we're going to twist over to the side. So bring your palms together, back to the heart center. Inhale, opening the shoulder. Exhale, left elbow shifting outside your right knee. And come to the side twist. Engaging the back of the toes. Gazing to the back space. Sending the center of your palms just right in front of your chest. Variation 2, you need to drop the back knee. Just knowing that there's a capacity for you to rest. Otherwise, we're going to be here for one more breath. Good, and gently let go of your hands. Come back to the center. Right foot step back. Finding a high plank. Lowering your hip back and down. Good, exhalation, chaturanga. Inhale, untuck your toes, leave your heart center. Opening. Exhale, drop your belly down. Engage your palms, tuck your toes. Rise up, exhale, downward facing dog. Finding the square of your hands, your toes. Now raise your left foot up high. Sending over to the outside your right hip as you gaze to your chest. Opening onto the hips, toes. Good, and from here we can gently standing upward towards the sky, bend the knees into your chest. Inhale, extending upward. Exhale, bending into the center of your chest and sliding your toes forward. And from here, tuck the back toes. We're going to rise back up to high lunge. Swing the arms up high. Inhale. Exhale, gentle back bending. Returning, collapse your hands together, back to the heart center. Inhale, opening the shoulders. Exhale, we're going to twist over to the left side. Right elbow outside your left knee. Again, you can find a second variation to drop the back knee. Or maybe keep your toes tucked under, lifting. Sending the center of your palms into the space in front of your chest. Gazing towards the back of your elbow. One more breath here. Good, and gently untwist. Palms back to the earth, left step back. Finding high plank, lowering your hip back and down a little bit lower, engage your belly. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhalation, press the palms down, finding the heart space here to open, to expand as you lift up. Good, on your exhalation, drop your belly down. This time, you're going to bring your palms next to your chest and tuck the toes, returning to child's pose. Active child's pose.
I love you're doing all this class while having a microphone. You need to face the microphone to get the same quality.
And just taking a couple breaths here in child's pose. Noticing your nostril breathing, moving upward, downward, through the center of your belly. Rising breath, falling breath. It's time to resting your heels down if you have your toes tucked under.
resting. Beautiful. As we return, coming back to tabletop. And we're going to send your heels to the side so we can sit down onto your sit bone. And extending your legs forward. As you're extending the legs forward, bending the knees, and bring your palms and your arms forward, stretch. Palms facing each other. And keep grounding onto your heels down. We're going to using the tailbone here to guiding us as we lean back. Take a moment to paying attention to your core of your diaphragm, your belly. And lowering down to your sit bone, sacrum, lower back. Still lowering. Good. Finding the center of your back, upper back. And gently let go of your hands as you're lowering down to the bending knees. Open the heels, shoulder width apart. Good. And just let go of your breath here for a moment. For the next inhalation, raising your arms up high. Keep your palms facing up towards the sky, grounding your heels. And gently, we're slightly to inhale here, lifting your pelvis away from the floor, belly pointing upward towards the ceiling. In just a moment, shifting your weight onto your shoulders, grounding your heels. And see if you can tuck the chin in a little bit more towards your throat, extending the back of your neck. Engage the butt up here, keep the heels rounded. Belly breath. Good, and exhale, lowering back and down. Wonderful, and now we're going to bring your knees towards your chest and join your hands onto one side of your wrist. So see if you can grab your hands onto one side of your wrist and then holding onto your knees. From here, let go of your palms and just give yourself a moment here, knees to your chest really, really strongly, bringing them closer, chin tucking. We're opening the arms wide, sending your knees to one side. Just kind of finding the twisting position here for a moment.
What's your number?
We'll come back to the center and release to the other side. Sending the knees back to the center, we're going to bring your hands onto the space outside your feet or your ankles. And using your elbows here to turn into the space between the knees, using the elbows to pushing the knees away. And so we'll keep the heels relaxed, knees bended as wide as you can. Checking your elbows just onto that space, the resistance, so we can pushing them away to the side. And now release the shoulders down, chin tuck in. And just holding a moment here in wide angle, child's pose, or happy baby pose. If you like to grow a little movement, you're welcome to. Descending a gentle swing. Beautiful, and gently releasing the hands and bring your feet together into a butterfly pose. And bring your hands back a little bit closer towards your hips, palms turns up. It's just a moment here to rest for the next few breaths. Noticing your temperature with your feet close together, your toes, finding the connection between. Observing when the knees extend to the side, how does it affect with your hips? Is there a sense of release? Observing your palms while we're receiving today during your practice. Take your time, gently bending the knees back again onto your feet, opening the wide arms to a T shape and just sending your knees away by side to side swaying. Windshield wipers position. Relax onto the side of the hips. Keep your spine straight, your chin face up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Once you're ready, you're going to let go of your heels, extending the legs, and finding the final Shavasana realization pose. And if you're at home, you'd like to pop up your blanket, your socks, something warm to support yourself, please do so. Otherwise, we're just going to find a nice comfortable position with your heels opening around the width of the mat. And a little wiggle of the hips so we can find the center of your sit bone, spine, chin tucking a little bit more towards your throat. Eyes gently close. And start to softening into your breath, into your whole body. Softening simply refers to releasing the control. And there's no any posture that needs to be performed or practiced at this time, but relaxing, but softening into your body. We're just taking a couple minutes here in the final Shavasana position to rest. Allow this moment of your breath to be as natural as it is. Without any control of the breath, release them, soften them. And how the body is relaxing onto the surface of the earth. Body feels heavy and relaxed. Again, we're just allowing and inviting that spaciousness of the heart to rest at this moment. As we're cultivating our self-awareness, we begin to see, we begin to feel with expansion. If any parts of the body feel contracted, closed, heavy, start to paying attention to those parts of the body.
Maybe we can bring our loving breath here, sending our loving breath into those areas that need special care. And take your time bringing awareness back to the physical body and giving yourself a nice long stretch of the arms, the legs. Maybe a nice big yawn, opening. And take a moment to send your knees to your chest or finding your final twisting. Sending as many movement you need in a very soft practice. And we'll come up to our sitting once we roll ourselves back up to our Sukhasana easy pose. So finding the cross-legged position and connecting the palms back to the heart center. Each time when we're connecting the fingertips, it's a beautiful practice to remind ourselves, to honor ourselves, for returning to our presence. We gently bring our awareness back to the eyebrow center, sending light, radiate our inner light. And with gratitude, we'll send it to ourselves for the practice today. Jenny bow forward. Namaste.